Friends, in this show, I want to share with you what Plan C is all about and also what the problem is that still exists with it and what the plan is moving forward because things can happen very quickly now this week. Stay tuned all the way to the end. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting. I have a lot to share with you today, and I practice immigration law in all 50 states of America and all across the world, helping you solve your immigration problem. Now, as I mentioned before, Plan C. I know you're tired of this. I feel like we're almost at Plan L by now because there's so many things going on ever since, of course, President Biden took over as president. Thank goodness back in January 2021, but so much time has already passed, even though it's really been less than a year, right? So, Plan C, you may have heard about this already, but it's really only to help people, help immigrants to have parole. Now, that is one of two problems I want to share with you, and parole is not really a status, it's not legal status, okay? It's more like a temporary status, and you have to get it renewed and it's not a pathway to citizenship. And I know you've been following our channel. I'm sure you've been watching the news, knowing that politicians, at least Democrats, have been talking about pathway to citizenship. Why now only parole? What is this parole? And what is it going to do for you? Nothing. You might get a driver license. Actually, you will get a driver license. You'll be able to work, but you won't get any benefits. For example, like Medicare, those kind of health benefits. And that's exactly the plan that Democrats have now. Can you believe it? I'd be pretty mad about this if I were not a US citizen and I've been waiting here for many years, for example. And the reason why the Democrats think this can work as Plan C is because, Plan A and B, the Senate parliamentarian the last couple of times rejected it, denied the Democrats' request for a pathway to citizenship because, among many reasons, but one of the main ones was saying that if Congress provides legal status to you, for example, it's eventually going to add to the national deficit because of the amount of money required to fund the federal public benefits like Medicare and Medicaid. So if you have parole, you're not going to have access to those federal public benefits. So Democrats are basically saying, good luck, but this is the best we can do right now. Unfortunately, because there's only 50 Democrats plus a tiebreaker with Vice President Kamala Harris. So that's only the first problem. The second problem is that the proposal by the Democrats that will be included with the budget reconciliation is to recapture the visas. Now, that's a good thing, okay? Of course, that's a good thing. But the problem with the recapturing the visas, in turn really meaning green cards, it's really only a temporary fix because is to help reduce the backlog of people who already filed a petition or labor certification, for example. And if they have a priority date more than 2 years, they can pay a fine ranging from 2,500 all the way up to 50,000. It's kind of strange, but you're paying to get status. And so this will also include for family-based applications, in addition to, of course, employment-based applications, because a lot of the talk has been about family-based, but this will also include employment-based. But yeah, you got to pay for your legal status is essentially what they're saying. But at the end of the day, Senate parliamentarian should be able to approve this and get this going because it should not add to the deficit based on what the Democrats have proposed. The reason why that this is a proposal is because there's only a allotment of 675,000 visas, green cards essentially, for the fiscal year, and only 7% are allowed per country each fiscal year. Okay, so let that sink in. And while you let that sink in for a bit, please know we do offer a free 15-minute preliminary discussion, consultation to see if we can point you in the right direction. Okay, I know many of you have questions about these possible reform. We don't have those answers yet because we're sharing this early on Tuesday morning, and we have reason to believe that a decision from the Senate parliamentarian could happen as early as today or later this week. By the way, the secret code to access the free 15 minutes, please stay all the way to the end. We'll be on for a couple more minutes, but I want to share with you why it could happen as early as today, okay, Tuesday. And it says here, Senate Democrats say they have a Plan C on immigration reform. It faces a major hurdle this week, but the two prior attempts didn't pass the muster of the Senate Senate rules were free. Yeah, as a time of finding this article, it says it could happen. The decision on Plan C it could happen as early as today. So, well, we said early, but I mean, I guess early in this week because we've been waiting since really 30 years for this something to happen. Again, some of y'all might be happy about this parole, temporary parole, but I'm not happy about it. Unfortunately, because the other problem, as mentioned earlier, even if you recapture all these visas as green cards, this is only a temporary fix, right? What about everyone else who has not been able to, not eligible to even file a family petition or not eligible to file an employment based case because you have to be in legal status for you to apply for or maintain your status to apply for an employment based petition and even go through the process, perm process for employment based. Okay. So there's a many millions people that would be left out of this scenario, but this is a solution for some people. So if it can benefit you, I'm very happy for you. But again, this is a very weak proposal. So really, I'm hoping, of course, and I'm really hoping, of course, from other that the budget Senate parliamentarian will approve this plan. Here's why I believe that this proposal will, with employment-based recapturing the visas from prior fiscal years, all the way dating back to 1992 to 20, up to the present time, 2021. This is why I'll show you why I believe the Build Back Better plan framework includes 100 billion investment that will improve our immigration system by providing long-awaited relief through the reconciliation process and making enhancements to reduce backlogs. Okay, so basically, President Biden administration is referring to, I believe it was called the Eagle Act. Okay, or at least proposed to the House back in July. Okay. Anyway, the 100 billion would help reduce backlogs, also expand legal representation for those in court hearings because there is no legal representation, no, not like a public defender for criminal court, and also make the asylum system border processing more efficient and humane. Okay, even if it includes paying for toothpaste or toothbrush or in better facilities. And I hope it does include facilities so that they don't have to depend on for profit corporations that help maintain the detention centers, for example. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you. At least that's why I believe. And here's the budget here immigration. They have it as 100 billion out of the 1.75 trillion dollar plan, which was, I believe, 3.5 trillion to begin with. The plan itself, the Build Back Better proposal. Basically, this framework will improve and reform our broken immigration system. Go figure, consistent with the Senate reconciliation rules. So basically, the Biden administration is really hoping the Senate parliamentarian will approve the Parole Plan C and also allow, and because millions of people will be able to apply for Parole C or a Plan C, known as parole, because the plan so far is for those who were here in the United States before January 1st, 2011. That's very key right there. January 1st, 2011. That is the proposal so far. Who knows? It could change every hour. It could change, but that's what we have so far. The Biden administration believes if that is approved, then they'll be able to go through with the recapturing the visas for the employment-based and also to assist those with family-based petitions and actually for those the last couple of years for the diversity visas who were locked out because the pandemic during pandemic many consulates were not open even though people were selected for the diversity visa lottery. Okay, friends. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's going to happen today? When are we going to hear from the Senate parliamentarian Elizabeth McDonald? Do you think it's going to happen tomorrow? Tell me if you like the plan. I personally don't like it. Let me know if this is at least something that you'll be satisfied with, because I'm always interested to see what you think, to learn what you think. And of course, if you're new to our channel, friends, please subscribe because we want to provide you. This lets us know that you appreciate the most updates and the news to share with you. If you're just tuning into our channel, we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion consultation. And the best way to access this is contacting us right here. Okay, friends? If you have time, you can go ahead to our website, greencardguys.com, go to the contact us page, answer a few questions, go ahead and even schedule an appointment because we're going to share with you the secret code right here. Okay, there you go. The secret code down on the bottom left of your screen. Green card guys, you could have guessed it. Green card guys is the secret code. And of course, yeah, let me know what you think about it. There's a lot that we want to share about it. But I also want to, hey, I want to share why this is very important numbers wise and why there's not enough green cards. Even if unfortunately you have to pay that extra supplemental fee between 2,500, 5,000, all the way up to 50,000 for EB5 applications, petitions, because there's some other stat here about the H1Bs, okay? And in fiscal year 2020, 48% of the H1B registrations from US employers were on behalf of people, the individuals who had a master's degree. Now, I'm sure some of y'all watching this are very familiar with the H1B process. There's only 20,000 spots available to have a master's degree. Now, if you have a bachelor's degree, it's only 65,000. I know it could sound like a lot for some of you who are not familiar with this H1B visa, but there's a lottery system in every March, okay, early March, and you find out about 2 or 3 weeks after that if you got selected out of the hat. Basically, a total of 85,000 visas, but 48% of registrations were those who had master's degree. It just goes to show that there's so many people that need to access status, need to have legal status, okay? So I'm right here with you. We're going to share breaking news as soon as we get it. Hopefully, sooner than later. Hopefully, as you know, this kind of information has been out there already. So hopefully, the Senate parliamentarian has already been thinking about this for a while, can make a quicker decision. And let's go ahead and capture those green cards, okay? Friends, thanks so much. And again, the secret code is green card guys. If you like to unlock the free 15 minutes. Until next time, please continue wearing a mask.